Vin Diesel, born Mark Sinclair on July 18, 1967, in Alameda County, California, grew up surrounded by curiosity and questions about identity. His birth certificate listed no father, a detail that shaped much of his early life. Raised by his mother, Delora, a white astrologer with Scottish roots, Diesel grew up in a household that encouraged creativity and exploration. Alongside his twin brother, Paul Vincent, he spent his formative years in New York City's Westbeth Artists Housing, a converted industrial complex in Greenwich Village surrounded by painters, musicians, and imaginative creators. Neighbors included inspiring figures like jazz legend Miles Davis and photographer Diane Arbus, as well as his stepfather, Irving Vincent, a theater director who introduced him to the arts. Growing up in such a vibrant environment nurtured Diesel's imagination, helping him develop independence and curiosity while planting the seeds for his future in storytelling and performance. Discovering acting, Vin Diesel's first encounter with acting came in a surprisingly unconventional way. At age 7, he and friends had broken into a local theater, intending to graffiti the walls. Rather than punishment, the theater director handed them scripts and invited them to participate in rehearsals. Diesel joined the production of Dinosaur Door, finding a spark of joy and self-expression that would shape his future. Immersed in the creative energy of Westbeth, surrounded by artists and performers, Diesel learned early the power of imagination and dedication. Acting became more than a hobby. It became a defining part of his identity. This early experience taught him that opportunities often appear when least expected, and that creativity combined with persistence could open doors. The encouragement he received at such a young age ignited a lifelong passion for storytelling, laying the foundation for a career built on both artistry and personal authenticity. Rise to action. Stardom. Vin Diesel's breakthrough came with films like Pitch Black, 2000, and most notably, The Fast and the Furious, 2001. Playing Dominic Toretto, Diesel brought charisma, authenticity, and emotional depth to the role, connecting deeply with audiences. The film, made on a modest budget, achieved extraordinary global success, proving that compelling characters and storytelling could surpass financial limitations. Diesel's refusal to take the initial offer for the sequel, citing the importance of meaningful storytelling over mere profit, reflected his commitment to his craft. This decision demonstrated a rare combination of artistic integrity and business acumen, setting him apart in an industry often guided by financial motives. By embracing roles that reflected both strength and heart, Diesel established himself as an action star with depth, paving the way for long-term influence in Hollywood while maintaining the personal values that shaped his early life. Expanding creative influence beyond acting, Diesel steadily expanded his creative influence, producing films and taking control of the Fast and Furious franchise. By negotiating ownership rights instead of focusing solely on paychecks, he ensured a lasting impact on his characters and storylines. Films like Fast 5, Furious 7, and The Fate of the Furious became global box office hits, collectively earning billions while maintaining a focus on family, loyalty, and meaningful storytelling. Diesel also founded production companies such as One Race Films and Tygon Studios, granting him the autonomy to protect his creative vision. These ventures showcased not only his talent, but his business savvy, allowing him to influence the industry from multiple angles. Through a combination of artistic dedication, strategic thinking, and commitment to collaboration, Diesel transformed from actor to influential creator, shaping not just films but the stories and relationships that define them. Bond with Paul Walker. One of the most defining relationships in Diesel's life was his friendship with Paul Walker, his co-star in the Fast and Furious series. Their bond went beyond professional camaraderie, resembling brotherhood built on mutual respect and loyalty. Walker's tragic passing in 2013 profoundly affected Diesel, inspiring him to honor his friend in personal and public ways. He named his daughter Pauline and became a guiding presence in Walker's daughter Meadow's life, even walking her down the aisle at her wedding. Diesel's dedication to preserving Walker's memory extended to film sets, where he marks the anniversary of Walker's death with thoughtful pauses and tributes. Their connection remains visible in subtle on-screen homages, reflecting a lifelong value Diesel places on friendship, loyalty, and honoring those who shape our lives, highlights the personal depth behind the persona of a globally recognized actor. Private life and family values. Vin Diesel has always prioritized his family, balancing public life with personal privacy. In his relationship with model Paloma Jimenez, he maintains a protective approach toward his 3 children, preferring to shield them from the pressures of fame. Diesel likens this discretion to a Harrison Ford code of silence, emphasizing meaningful presence over public exposure. He incorporates family into his work thoughtfully, with his daughter Hania voicing a character in a Fast and Furious animated project, and his son Vincent portraying a young Dominic Toretto. Diesel has also structured his life around family milestones, refusing to work on his children's birthdays and ensuring that his attention remains intentional. His approach demonstrates a deep commitment to nurturing, presence, and love, highlighting a man whose life is as guided by personal principles as it is by professional ambition. Interests beyond Hollywood. While known as an action star, Diesel has interests that reveal a more imaginative and personal side. A long-time enthusiast of Dungeons & Dragons, he has engaged with the fantasy role-playing game since the 1980s, even writing a foreword for an anniversary edition. He continues to play with friends and co-stars, showing a dedication to creativity, strategy, and shared experiences outside the spotlight. Diesel has expressed a desire to create a live-action adaptation of the game, blending his passions for storytelling, world-building, and friendship. These pursuits reflect a man who values imagination, collaboration, and personal fulfillment over fame alone. They remind audiences that beyond the action sequences and stunts lies someone who appreciates creativity, connection, and the quiet joys of exploring worlds both real and fantastical. Challenges and perseverance. Diesel's career has not been without obstacles, from creative disagreements to industry pressures. Through these challenges, he has demonstrated resilience and a commitment to maintaining his vision. By balancing public recognition with personal values, Diesel has navigated Hollywood's complexities while remaining grounded in family, loyalty, and integrity. His approach emphasizes the importance of perseverance and intentionality, showing that setbacks are opportunities to grow rather than reasons to compromise principles. Diesel's journey highlights the interplay between ambition and authenticity, underscoring the need for patience, dedication, and emotional strength in achieving long-term success. Each challenge he overcame has contributed to a career defined not only by box office achievements, but by intentional choices, strong relationships, and creative independence. Legacy and influence. Vin Diesel's story is one of creativity, loyalty, and resilience. From a fatherless child in a New York artist community to an influential Hollywood figure, his journey reflects determination and self-belief. Diesel has built a lasting legacy through the Fast and Furious franchise, honoring friendships, emphasizing family, and prioritizing storytelling with depth. His influence extends beyond acting, shaping production decisions, and mentoring others in the industry. The balance between toughness and vulnerability, ambition, and emotional intelligence has allowed Diesel to leave an enduring mark on both audiences and collaborators. His life demonstrates that true success combines professional achievement with meaningful relationships and personal integrity, creating a model for holistic influence in a demanding, ever-changing industry. The man behind the persona, what makes Diesel truly remarkable is his ability to balance public fame with private authenticity. He is an action star who can lead billion-dollar franchises while remaining a dedicated father, loyal friend, and imaginative creator. His life reminds us that strength is not only physical, but emotional, and that legacy is built through both relationships and achievements. Diesel's story exemplifies the human dimensions behind celebrity, curiosity, creativity, perseverance, and love. His achievements in Hollywood are complemented by his dedication to family, friendships, and personal passions, showing that fame and authenticity can coexist. Vin Diesel's journey reflects a life lived intentionally, where both heart and ambition guide choices, and where true influence comes from courage, compassion, and commitment to values.